Welcome to the Season 8 Daytona 500 here in the GoPro Cup Series. Two Chevrolets, Cameron Lara and Jay Cortex will start on the front row for today's event. We got Connor with us for the first time. Welcome, Connor. And then we also have Jack and Chris, as usual. So welcome, guys. Thanks for joining.
Hello.
Alright, so 100 laps here at Daytona to start off the season. They're definitely going to see the big one. It's going to happen at one point. And I'm going to dread it. It's because it's going to take out a lot of cars. It's the part of the race that everybody dreads. A lot of these drivers are going to hope that they can survive this race and at least make it to the end to have a chance to win this race.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is here at Daytona. Anything can happen. You can start pretty much in the back and still have a chance to win this race.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good long race. The draft will definitely be a factor here. But that big one, everyone's going to dread it. So it could happen early. You never know.
So here we go. Let's get the command and let's get started here at Daytona. And there we go. The engines have been fired here at Daytona.
Long race, 100 laps.
Very long race. So it gives these drivers a lot of time to work their way through the field. And surprisingly, we did not have a car miss the start. Surprisingly. Yet. Oh, no, never mind. 21 died. All right.
You had to say something.
Connor, this happens a lot. Get used to it. There's always that one car that does not get off the grid. We have to restart it every single time.
Watch it, just because you said Connor's name, it's going to be the 49 this time.
No, it wasn't. He's good.
I was once one of those cars. It sucked.
Yeah.
It looks like...
We're good. We're good. We made it, boys.
All right.
Yep.
All right, here we go. First official points race of the season. First time we're going to see all 41 cars on track. It's going to be fun.
So we got the rookie on the outside of row one. Jay Cortex. This is his first points race of his career. He ran in, I believe, Duel 2. And he ran very well, despite not even really having to finish that well to lock in his outside pole position. But he's going to try to get the win in his first career race, something nobody has ever done. We'll see if he can do it in that 40 car. Another one of these rookies back here in row 3, Sartaj Man.
One driver did.
Well, yeah, in season 1, because that's the first Daytona 500. That doesn't really count.
Remember when Matthew Dutcher won at Talladega in the 51 car?
Yeah, that's true. That was his first career start.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, so he could be the second driver to win. Well, we'll say this: he could try to be the first full-time driver to win in their first start.
Okay.
There you go.
We'll see if he can do it from the
Some
outside of
other
row 1.
notable names in this field, Chris Lilly, the defending Daytona 500 champion, he starts all the way back in row 15. He'll be trying to make his way up to the front of the field, as well as the 87 of. He's starting in row 9. He is their defending series champion. He'll be another name to keep an eye out for as well.
Here we go. We have the pace car pull down pit road.
There you go. Pace car is going to make that hard left turn off on the pit road. And here we go. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing in Season 8.
Longer already moves right up to the top of the track.
Yeah, that's a very
Wide
quick
for
start
second
for that
already.
4 car.
McCoy stuck in the middle. Cortex way up high.
Cortex is probably going to be the one who suffers in that because he doesn't have to push down the backstretch they go for the
Now
first time.
Bukanowski down in the middle.
Into turn 3 for the first time, the rookie Sartaj Man trying to take the lead to lead his first laps in the Cup Series. Joseph Costello in second, Ethan Lara in third. They're 3 wide back there for about 5th or 6th. Sartaj Man's going to lead lap 1 of his career here in the Daytona 500. One of the stories back in the duel he was in, he wasn't very quick. He did not have a very fast car. But he fought that car to a good finish, a second place finish in that race. And we're already starting to get 3 by 3. The outside pole sitter
move up front.
getting pushed way high.
Lara, you're defending Rookie of the Year as well as the regular season champion.
Brothers side by
Last
side for
season,
second.
with his brother.
The top's got less cars. Oh, a little bit of contact maybe from the 99 and the 09.
And I mentioned the 87. He's already making his way up inside that top 10.
Yeah, he's right there, third car on the inside behind rookie Wes Hayes. Man's going to lose the lead, and the pole sitter's going to go back out front.
Well, the run on the top is strong enough. Doesn't look like
A lot
it.
of
It's
Fords
strong enough
making their way up. You see the 32 and the 87 back there, both Mustangs. 27 and the 10 leading up top.
Now those two cars out front, they single out, and they go back up to the top in front of the 27.
There are a lot of Fords up here. Not many Toyotas.
Here's one
Oh, there's
Toyota.
one Toyota, the 09. And then he's got two JM1 teammates right behind him, Preston Cope and Drake Goslin.
There's that single Dodge this season, Caleb Faircloth in the 84 car. He's about the fifth or sixth car on the inside
92
lane.
down on the inside.
Here comes
Wes
the rookie.
Hayes.
Trying to get a move to the lead.
Oh, Blaze
Not
McKinney
gonna
wanted to
get
make
the
a
lap
move
up on.
low, but he kind of got stuck there in the middle. He falls back in the line.
That 99 got stuck in the sucker hole, and he isn't dropping.
Yeah, Ryan Boogie's been stuck in the middle all race long so far, and he's going backwards. Jay Cortex, you see way back there.
Okanowski finally made his way in the line.
Cope and Goslin. These guys have been working together pretty much throughout all of Speed Weeks. It's
McCoy
looking
now
like they
stuck in the middle.
make him run for the lead here.
Already see some guys in the
to the
back of the
bottom.
field.
Cope!
3 wide for the lead.
Wes Hayes is going to lead the lap, but is he going to have help, or is Preston Cope going to get stuck in the middle?
Drake Olsen's going to have a push from the 84. That Dodge Challenger is going to push. Drake goes into the lead, but here he comes. He's got the
Preston
31
Cope's gonna be
right behind him.
stuck on the top. He abandoned his teammate to try to make a move for the lead, but ended up getting stuck. Goslin got a run, and it cost a 24 in the end.
Here comes Chris Lilly. We talked about him earlier in the show, start of the stream. He's the defending Daytona 500 winner. He won a lot of races last season, was very competitive, and we'll see if he can start his season off right with another Daytona 500 victory. He's up into the top 5.
He's got Inman right ahead of him. This Goslin goes down to block and leaves.
Goes up
Goslin
the top.
again, right?
Yeah, no, that's Cameron Caldwell, his
Or no,
teammate.
Caldwell on top.
Some cars stuck in the middle. The one just slipped up there, maybe got into the door of the 09. Pole sitter stuck in the middle.
Wasn't
Here's
the
the
first one
14.
that's
A couple of cars in the middle. We got 3 wide.
3 by 3 down the back straightaway. About 4 cars stuck in the middle as Chris Lee's going to go for the race lead.
Pushed by former teammate.
Here comes a big row of Chevys on the bottom.
Oh, there they go! Big hits into the wall! Oh, 5, 6, 7 cars. Blaze McKinney involved. Preston Cope heavy damage. Wes Hayes.
Oh,
2
all
rookies.
Just in the
That was
front.
huge.
I don't think that was the big one either.
Wes Hayes, the rookie. I think he was the one that got turned head onto the wall. Joseph Costello upside down off of 4. Brody Kupski heavy
bunch of
damage.
rookies involved here. The
Zach
2 cars
Kame,
involved,
Eli
3,
O'Quinn, Reese Kupski,
49,
Mason
10.
Tyler.
You have your dual 1 winner, Colin McCoy. He was involved.
That looked like the 4
Yeah,
had
he's
some damage,
destroyed.
too.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and he gets
Okay.
slammed. That was weird.
Okay. Okay.
The 4 had
Uh-huh.
damage too. A lot of cars.
Hocus pocus, this game is brocus.
Heartbreaking for Wes
What
Hayes
even
early in
happened
this
there?
race. His first start. Same with Sartaj, man. Led some laps early.
Brody Kepsky as well. He was the
He was the
clash
winner.
winner.
There's your pole sitter. Cameron Lara, heavy rear end damage. And we'll see if anybody else has got damage
Oh
up here.
man.
And then you're a defending 500 champion, Blaze McKinney. He also heavy.
You're,
Yeah,
you're
man.
defending champion.
Defending champion.
You're defending 500
You're defending
champions out
champion.
front.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. My bad.
So we're going to see the field come to pit road, and then we'll check on the
It's kinda
replay.
It's kind of confusing when you call them both champions.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like everyone's gonna hit pit road here. I think it's safe to say we're not gonna have a repeat winner. Well, I messed it up again. My bad. I should just quit now.
We're probably going to see 2 tire stops here. I wouldn't see 4 tires this early in the race. Maybe some drivers taking no tires, but we'll have to
Yeah,
see.
looks like a lot of gas and go. So, a couple of guys are taking 2. Actually, a lot are taken too. You see the 49 there.
It was the 4, the pole sitter coming in for his service. See if he can get back out there and be competitive. Looks like Nathan Inman's gonna beat Chris Lilly off pit road. No, he had to check up.
It's not.
And Lilly will win the race off pit road. Caldwell 3rd, Gosling 4th. Jared Bokanowski 5th. Matthew Stewart in 6th. Matthew Stewart, he won the day, or he didn't win the Daytona 500. He won the 2nd Daytona race of the season just a couple seasons ago, so he knows how to win here.
And we already have some guys in the garage.
Yeah, so let's see down here. Jay Cortex, Nate
30.
Polite, Wes Hayes, Reese Kupski, Jordan Strunk out of the race, Ryan Bogey. Talked about him getting that sucker hole, just going right to the back. That's what's going to happen when you get stuck back there. It's just things like this happen.
And the scary part is, I don't think that was the big one either, because there were only about 7-ish cars in that.
I think there were more than 7.
Yeah, I think it was
yeah.
a little more than
You
that.
look where
but
the 4 is. He's just about.
I don't even think that was
It
the big
started
one.
all the way up here with the 09 and the 42. So if we go to this replay right here, you're going to see the 49, or the 09, I mean, just entered the corner. No, the 42 came up and just, they hooked together and they piled up
Something broke on
into,
the 42. It looked like some just went
or he just
straight.
got tight.
Yeah, he just whipped to the right.
Oh, look at that.
That 4 car got really lucky. He could have ended up much worse. there.
99
Nearly
Yeah.
got
Kupski just.
Oh, yeah, Kupski
Just a
almost
train
made it
reaction. Just nobody behind him was able to slow down. Let's go back and see what happened to the 60, because he made it past this initial wreck, but what happened afterwards? Yeah, he
And the
just
14.
made it by there. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
See
the
the-
14
Oh,
turned the
right there.
40. They were just trying to get by.
Never mind about the 4.
Yeah, he almost had it. Oh, and that's when Costello got in the 46 and he went into the outside wall. See Ethan Lara just getting him by there on the inside. There's Ryan Bogey. This is where he's going to get,
Ryan Bogey
right in
and
the
Rudy
door.
Kupski were not so lucky.
Big hit there.
Costello's had some hard hits at Daytona before, so he's used to this.
He was out
He got
for
hit again.
14 races because of one of those hits.
Yeah, so
I
he,
believe it was season 4, I want to say.
Costello
Either
and Daytona
4 or
do not get along, and they continue to just have bad luck here. He made it through and then just got caught up in something afterwards. And the
The
first
initial
of
wreck was
probably
probably-
more than just one flip here in the 500. We're probably going to see more, but this is the first one we've seen.
So
Joseph
the
Costello.
initial wreck was probably about 7 cars, but then there were just more
Yeah, more guys just piling
went
in.
on late. I still don't think that was our big one, though. I think it's still
Oh,
coming.
yeah. Let's go on board with Wes Hayes. Just nowhere to go for the rookie up on the top lane.
You think it's only lap 6. To be racing that
So,
hard.
like,
Yeah, they should have definitely maybe stayed too wide, but
they're not going to do that.
there's nothing you could do.
It already takes a couple of big names out of this race.
Both the 32 and the
one more
27
there.
are doing really well.
Yeah, 27, he led early, just got caught back in traffic, and it just couldn't happen. Just couldn't make it happen. Got caught up
I
in it.
didn't really, to be completely honest with you, I didn't really know what he was 500 because he was struggling in the duels.
Yeah, they
He
must
did
have just
finish
worked on that
second,
car.
but
And
it was just because there was pit stop cycles that went wrong for a lot of the drivers that were leading in that race. So Chris Lilly, your defending 500 champion, I got it right this time. He will lead us back to the green.
Nathan Inman in second, Cameron Caldwell third, Drake Gosling fourth, Jared Bokanowski fifth, Matthew Stewart in sixth, Connor Hudson seventh, Caleb Faircloth eighth, Jack Mitchell ninth, and Connor DaCosta in 10th.
We saw those two cars, those McDonald's cars, get together in the last Daytona 500.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens here. They're 9th and 10th, and here's another car with damage. The 97 looks like he got a little bit of damage there involved in that accident, and then the rest of the field back here from like
Not many cars left
about
on this
20
racetrack.
24th
Yeah.
to 30th. Those are the guys that are going to be probably off the pace, and they're going to catch lap cars here soon. But green flag back in the air here. Lap 11 of 100 complete. Great restart for the 51. He looks high. See if he'll duck low. He's got the run. He's going to shoot to the inside. A great restart by the 51 as they go down
Bunch
to
of
turn
cars
one.
are going to go to the bottom. I think most of them are just sticking with the draft in the top for now.
Lilly was not able to get down, and Caldwell's going to get to the inside of him now, and it looks like the 8's going to get there as well. 3 wide back here. Jack Mitchell stuck in the middle of Michael Logan and Caleb Faircloth.
Comes the
Watch
31.
that dual 2 winner, Bakanoski on the inside in the number 8 car. He's really moving up. He's been consistently in the top. Watch for him to make some good moves here.
He's got help from
Oh,
Connor
the 1
Hudson on
in
the
the
inside.
37.
Almost looked like some contact there.
Yeah, they got pretty close together.
Jared Bokanowski up to 3rd. Brought that 8 car to victory lane in duel 2. He's up to 3rd behind Cameron Caldwell and leader Nathan
They're
Inman.
getting so tight going into the corner.
Here comes DaCosta in the 94 up into the top 5 in that Ford. And the Chevy dominated top 5. He's the only Ford up there. Here comes Caleb Nelson as well. 8 tried to block him, but he's going to go to the inside, but no help for DaCosta.
Not a lot of cars.
He's going to get to the inside, though, for that 2nd spot. Or 3rd spot. We got a wreck in the back. 2
Oh
cars.
my
Oh, watch out.
gosh.
Don't get hit.
Oh no!
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Caution
they're
is
gonna make
out, and early troubles for the only Dodge in the field, Caleb Faircloth.
That doesn't look like that 70 even got any damage.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. They just by themselves went around.
A couple cars needed that, especially the 53. He fell like a rock.
Let's see what happened here. I don't know.
I think he might have just gotten
I
clipped.
think it was the
at
same kind of
84.
deal.
Yeah, the 84 I think might have just got into him here.
Well, he just rode his door too long into the corner, and around they went. Oh, look at Matthew Dutcher. Just missed it.
Oh,
What a miss.
It's so lucky that they didn't get hit here coming back around.
That 5 car was playing it really dangerous, blocking both lanes towards the back. Could have caused much more problem.
oh, let's go on board that 5 car.
Wow, that was insane.
Another near miss. We've seen some pretty crazy near misses at this track.
CD pitch strategy.
Connor, here's something else you're probably going to have to get used to. Let's go down to Rick Allen and see what's going on pit road.
Oh, thanks, guys. I don't know who I'm reporting, but
51.
hold on, let me run down there. Alright, guys, we have reports on the 51. The car's nice and snug in the corner, and he's just how he likes it. They're going to take 4 tires here and get him back out there. Back up 2 guys in the booth.
2 tires, actually.
I took 2 tires. My bad.
He's going to be the
Thanks,
leader.
Rick.
Give me a water. Back up 2 guys.
Looks like he's the only guy that took 2, because look how far ahead he was. Gosland and Greats, a drag race off pit road. The rookie's going to go to 3rd.
Looks like a bunch of people took 4.
Yeah, a lot of these guys. I think that 04 car is the only rookie left in the race. Actually, Startage Man's he's still pushing it out there, but Grace is the only one legitimate with a chance right now in that 04 car.
Sartage man over here trying to pull a Drake goes on.
That destroyed race car.
Oh, man, there are very few cars with a fighting chance left.
Now we still got about 20, 21, 22 cars. Wes
but
Hayes, yeah,
still-
you died about
Gone before
10 laps
20
ago.
laps in.
Yeah, that's virtually half the field is out of this race, or without a competitive chance.
I think most of these guys still do. I think the only ones that don't are probably the 10, the 2, the 4, the 41, the 27,
Well,
the
'cause it
3.
doesn't look like the 2 has damage.
Look on the front of that car.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the rear, obviously Mason Tyler, he's destroyed. You can see the whole fuel cell and everything, so he's probably out of it. No spoiler, that thing
Don't
is
want that to
dragging.
get hit a second time on.
Yeah.
It's exposed.
All right, here we go. Green flag back in the air. Lap 17 is underway here in the Daytona
Monster Energy
500.
Cars go to the top.
Cameron
All
Caldwell.
3 of them are
All
pretty
3 of
close.
them?
All 3 of them are up top.
Maybe Monster Energy planning something.
Caldwell's going to go to the bottom, though, to the inside of the rookie. Alex Grates battle for 3rd as Gosland's behind Nathan Inman.
The Costa was between those teammates, so he was trying to make something happen on the bottom.
Goes to get in the
Goes
draft.
trying to get some redemption here as well. He was
A lot of
just short of a championship for appearance last season. He was out on tiebreaker.
A lot of Chevys up here in the front of the field. A couple
Jeez.
Fords and a couple Toyotas crumbled out, but a lot of Fords were involved in that first wreck.
Up front, the top two are just kind of just holding their ground right now in front of the field, but Connor DaCosta's going to make his way up to third. See if he can chase him down. He's got a push from Ethan Lara and Caleb Nelson. Here comes
Costa's looking
DaCosta.
high, I think. He looked high
I
for a
don't think
second.
the 88 can afford to stay behind the
94
51 much
down on the
longer.
bottom.
Yeah,
He's gonna have to
he's-
step out.
He's going to lose ground now. He's
Comes the
sitting behind the
94 to
51.
inside.
The two Fords on the inside lane.
51 will hold on to the lead for now.
Nelson just getting to the bottom. DaCosta's going to have to go to the top. I think later in that race you don't let him do that, but I think Connor DaCosta knows
There's a
it's
single
early.
Chevrolet on that inside line besides the one car.
Yeah, they're all
One
Fords and
down.
Toyotas.
49's down there, but
Oh, the 82!
in the back.
The
Oh!
51 tried putting the chop block on him, and he just couldn't make it work. And the 82 just drove it in there. We're side by side for the lead. Nelson
That was
to the lead.
close. That could have been bad.
Nelson to the lead here at Daytona. He's got two Toyotas behind him.
He looked pretty good in his dual race. Don't remember exactly where he finished. The cars that were consistent and looked like they were the ones to beat in that dual race weren't the ones that had the better finishes because pit stops came at the end of the race
Yeah.
and people just really mistimed their pit strategies and stuff.
I think
So
this
a lot of
outside
the
lane will
competitive-
come in as this race goes on, because you see the 51, he's starting to get runs off the corner down the back straightaway and the front straightaway. 73 tried to block
We've
him.
seen that with every Daytona race though. 82 and
See,
the
they're starting to
47.
form some guys up there.
It all depends with the leaders, too.
51 did come down. He made the pass, and he's going to go back to the third position. See if DaCosta can make it work up there. And Inman's going to use that
Oh,
momentum.
49 slipped up a little bit. 3 wide towards the back, I think.
Yeah, 49 stuck in the middle. 3 by 3. Jared
I think the
Bokanowski
49
and Braden
should be able
Cisco.
to get out of this though because there's not that many cars. So
And for the lead, Inman back to the front. He's looking really strong here early in this race. Side by side behind him.
The top is where you want to be on the straightaways, but the inside is where you want to be on the corners. More cars over to the bottom.
You see the 82 got to run down the back. Couldn't clear the 47 though. Gonna try to make it work in this corner.
oh, the 94, he was looking low.
Right now, Nathan Inman is Dale Earnhardt junioring this right now, just blocking both lanes, holding this
That's how
lead.
you want to race though. That's how you race at a plate race.
I don't think it's gonna work this time. It's not gonna work. Rivera
He
to
went
the
too high
inside.
there.
And Lilly, along with Gabe Cozzolo, we haven't seen him up in the front, and we haven't seen Brian Lilly up here yet. And here he is, fourth car on the inside, behind Gabe Cozzolo, and behind him is
Brian
Jack
Lilly,
Mitchell.
a winner at the Daytona Road Course. That was where he got his first career win. I believe has yet to win on the oval though, so we'll see if he
Yeah.
can make it happen today.
And welcome
Well, we
everyone to the
see
stream
pits.
so far. Appreciate everybody
Will we
joining.
see more pit stops a little bit
I
later on?
think so.
I think so. I think the whole green
Ooh,
flag pit stop.
Cozzolo's gonna
window
push
has
it
not
3
been
wide.
up.
Chris Lilly got squeezed into the middle lane. 82 way
Oh,
up the
but looks like
racetrack.
The top might go down in
Oh,
the
man.
middle.
Oh, it almost got 4 wide there as well.
81's blocking both lanes on the bottom.
On that 53,
He's
I'm getting
trying to
the
hold him
gas.
off. Lilly's gonna now take him 3
Oh,
wide.
It's not gonna work.
Oh, contact. Lilly to the inside,
Boy,
3
that was
wide.
close, though.
I don't know how they made it work. Brian Lilly to second now. But they're still 3 wide. Looks like the 82 might leave the 81. No, he's gonna stay with the 51.
I'm the scars in the middle. I'm getting off the gas. I'm going to the back.
Yeah.
That 53 is moving up quite a bit. Moving up the racetrack.
Yeah, he's
So
kind
is
of
the 94.
Yeah.
Now he's bogging down a little bit, all over the place.
Brian Lilly into second, trying to pass Noel Rivera. Maybe some contact there between Connor Hudson and Alex Grates there on the interior of the corner.
The 81 and the 1, their corners almost touch.
And
Lap
here's the first lap traffic of the race, and a that's gonna cause some problems.
Oh, he's gonna
Barely made him by.
A bunch of guys are gonna make it around.
A bunch of guys aren't.
Jeez.
Monster Energy cars, Connor Hudson, a lot of these guys aren't gonna make it by. And this 77, he doesn't even have like any damage. I think he just has a mechanical issue. He's down a cylinder or something.
It's definitely internal. But that made the battle for the lead a lot closer.
And there's another
I'm not
one.
sure if the
Traffic.
Mitchell.
Oh, the 47 just made it by. The 1's not going to, and the 51's not going to.
the one's not gonna be too happy with his teammate there.
He's just giving him a.
Yeah, he's just pushing him.
Just give him a good shot.
Well, that really misshaped the battle for the lead right there.
Now it's only
3
3
cars.
cars. 2 Toyotas and 1 Ford.
3 cars and then the rest of the field.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
gonna
much.
allow this pack to catch up, and now I think they're gonna start getting around 41 here.
I'm gonna try, but they're 3 wide.
All Monster Energy cars are gonna get stuck behind it. Never mind.
Oh,
Make it
Hudson
work.
tried getting down in front of the 5. He just made it work. Where's Chris Lilly gonna go with this run he has? Oh, 37 tried coming down. Almost just caused a wreck there. The field finally gets by the lap cars, but the field is all separated now, and Brian Lilly is your leader, leading those 2 Toyotas. And Rivera to the inside. Has no help, but neither does 93.
Let the 81 go. 81's gonna go low. Here comes a couple of more cars.
I think these guys are definitely going to get to him, but I don't know about the rest of that field. Caleb
Hey guys,
Nelson
we
on
have
the
an
big run.
update. We have an update from the 84. He said he has his thoughts on the wreck here. He said his car was plowing in the corner and he saw the small wreck, and he was afraid that he was gonna crash, and then the car on the outside of him sucked into him and took him out. He said it's a shame for this Leaf Auto Park Dodge. We are running well, and then that happens.
Definitely a heartbreaking.
on the track?
24.
Isn't he still on the track?
Yeah, he is, but
I didn't know they had on-track interviews. That's nice to know.
It was under caution. It was
Take notes, NASCAR.
it's under
On
caution.
pit road, they just stuck a microphone in the car.
Yeah, that's what they just shoved the microphone right down his helmet.
Stuck the microphone in there.
he messes me on Discord, so.
Jack, shut up. You
You had to ruin it. Freaking.
yeah, you.
All right, whatever. Forget it.
We're cutting you from the broadcast team. You suck at this.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're terminating your contract.
Your one
I can't
one
terminate your-
Bitcoin contract. So it's a 6-car battle for the lead. Caleb Nelson took the lead while we were all talking about
look at
that.
this big pack coming behind them, though.
I don't know if they're gonna make it. They're going about 205. These guys are going about 206, 204. I mean, they're pretty much going the same speed. I don't think they're gonna catch him unless they catch another lap car, which they probably will here
Yeah,
soon.
the separation pretty much just happened because lap cars.
And here they come.
Couple lap cars.
They're gonna catch 4 lap cars here in a row. So this is definitely gonna be
This is
interesting.
Not gonna be pretty. This could allow that pack behind them to catch up.
And then I think there's a couple. I think there's another pack behind that second pack.
Yeah, I think so. You got this one, and then you have just this string of cars. Here they come. They're gonna catch the 3 and the 10.
Oh.
Oh, the 51 crossover to the inside.
Whoa, the 51. That was a quick move.
Let's go on board with Dracos and let's see. They're gonna start gaining here.
I think there's enough cars in that pack that they could easily start gaining.
Yeah, here they come.
Yeah, you can see the significant gain right here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna get to the back bumper, the 82. Goes and had to slam on the brakes there. But they're definitely with this pack now. And they're going to catch more lap cars. Battle for the lead. DaCosta to the inside. Inman
I think
on the outside.
this favors the 51 right now. Well, maybe
Yeah.
not, because now the lap car's on the way to the 94.
Now they're going to go block the
Oh,
51.
move up in front of him.
Never mind.
This might actually work because all these guys are single file back here. They're not double file. So they might be able to just single out in the inside lane. And that's what they're going to do. Here they come.
As long as those lap cars stay up top, they'll be fine.
Yeah, they should be perfectly fine. But the one's going to go up top. And his teammate's going to force him up.
Because we know.
73 at pit
Oh,
road.
we got green flag pit stops.
Nick Bingham to the first one down. And that Santa Cruz 73 Toyota. He's going to make his way to
That could
pit
be some
road.
strategy for some of these guys. They just kind of want to hang back and keep their cars clean until they hit pit road.
Up front, Connor DaCosta out front with his, not his teammate, but they come from the same alliance. Brian Lilly in the 93, back there in second. Rivera to the inside.
See those cars on the inside. I expect them to come down this time, maybe.
Some of them. We'll have to
Yeah,
see
I think
here.
DaCosta's looking.
DaCosta, no. Some
No.
guys. The 49's going to go down. Again, a single car, it looks like. I don't know if anybody else is.
Single car.
Yep.
I think this signals, though, that
Oh,
there will be
26
more
coming
cars
down.
the road, too. And just like that, there goes the 26. Don't believe we'll see any more cars, though.
It's cold in this broadcast booth. Somebody tell Doc to lower the fan.
Alright, he lowers the fan.
Well, here comes Drake Gosland on the
For the
bottom.
lead,
The
they're-
47 took the lead away from the 94, and then the 88 took it away from both of them.
Alright, I think some of these guys are coming down, guys.
That 8's coming. I think.
88's coming down, the
88
8,
coming, yeah.
the 94.
94, the 1, the 81.
Yeah, almost the whole pack. Any incidents?
Oh, here comes these rest of these guys. This is gonna be a lot of. This is gonna be
Oh, slow down, slow down.
Oh,
Oh!
I think
perfect.
he's just pushing him down the pit road. He's just giving him a little push.
You could not
trying to
have
make him
had
speed.
a better pit entrance than that by the 5 car.
Yeah, he was so far back, he had to drive it in really hard to gain that track position back.
I don't think those cars touched, but you could not fit a piece of paper between them.
Let's go on board with the 5. Let's see how close they really did get.
If they did, it was just a couple light bumps. Nothing too major. Here's the bumper cam.
Drove it really deep in there to get that track position back.
I don't know if they're gonna.
Ooh.
Oh, no, it doesn't look like they
There's-
touched.
There's your social media plug, Jack. Come back off road. He actually hopped the 1. He actually got in front of him there through the pit stops.
I think the 1 had an early, or a farther back pit stall though.
4 is going to come down pit road along with the 97. 47's in pit road. 51's down pit road. I believe he was your leader. There's Jelani Howell. We haven't talked about him at all today. Just got caught up in that first accident, has some damage, and he's been off the pace in that 43 car. First year with Toyota. Not a great start to the season for him.
Struggled last season, decided to move on and form his own team.
90's going to come down. See Nick Hagee.
It is just one race, so you can struggle in this race, but it won't be the end of the world. Still got a long way to go in this season, so but you definitely want to start off good as well.
And you see Nick Hagee. He doesn't have any damage on his car, but he's just been off the pace. He had to go to a backup car from that wreck in the duel, so he had to start in the last position, and obviously that backup car is not as fast as he was hoping.
He was the only car that ended up going to a backup car as well.
Yeah. So
Because
here
there
are your
were
2 leaders.
not really any incidents in those dual races. There was one debris caution, and that was about it.
Now that we're getting a lay of the land for who's going to be leading after those pit stops, we'll have to see what happens to those cars that pitted early, because they had to spend a lap or 2 without virtually any help. So
Yeah,
we'll have
they.
to see where they end up.
I believe those guys that pitted by themselves. It was the 73, and he's right with this pack, and then 49, he's with this pack as well. But looks like it
Right
worked
now,
out okay for them.
47.
The 41.
47's
good
being
job
scored the
blocking
leader
the
right
rest
now,
of the field.
but
Yeah. Up front, It's a 3-car battle. Drake Gosland in third, and second is Noel Rivera. And out front, and actually has been probably the dominant car, I think, so far today, is the 51 of Nathan Inman. He's been out front for most of these laps ever since that caution.
All three of these guys I've noticed have been consistently up front despite all the cautions and lap cars. These guys were the ones that were up front, so these three are definitely ones to keep an eye on as this race progresses.
Noel Rivera was your outside pole sitter a season ago in the Daytona 500 in his rookie year. This is his sophomore season. So far looking pretty good in that second spot. Surprising, guys, we're only 13 laps to halfway. But it's definitely not over until it's over. We've got a long way to go.
There is no stage caution this season, so no one has that to rely on anymore. You got to be strong and consistent the whole way through.
You see some of those guys that were up front before the pit stops. Brian Lilly, he fell all the way to 14th. He's off the draft. And the 81 was also up there as well. He fell off.
There goes a 77 down pay road. Brody Kepsky making his way back on the track, racing around without a front end on that car or a hood.
A lot of these cars, all by themselves, doesn't seem like there's enough cars and big enough packs to actually make
I think
anything
that
happen.
the biggest pack is that 4-car pack right there, and it's still not fast enough, I don't think.
Look at all these separated cars.
Then there's this pack
Almost
starting
like
to form with the brothers back there, 93 and
There's
53.
kind of a pack starting to form.
I think there's a lot of cars in this field that are going to depend on new packs forming or a caution would be the best
caution would be
scenario
the
for
best
them.
case for them,
The way they are right now, I wouldn't suspect a caution.
but you never know.
Well, right now this race has relatively calmed down. I think it's a good time for our first crank it up of the season.
All right, let's do it. All right, everyone, that was Crank It Up here at Daytona.
Here we go. We got a pack forming up here.
Still for the lead. The 51, the 47, and the 88 are bumper to bumper.
Behind them, though, there was a pack.
They're starting to, yeah, there they are. Well, actually, they just got broken up by the lap car. I mean, they still have some cars. I think the
There was
biggest
another
pack is the one right
yeah,
here.
right here.
But they're so far back, I don't think they're not gonna have enough time.
Well, still over 50 laps to go
Yeah,
in this
but-
race. I think maybe they'll have time.
And guys, if you see like the Crank It Up logo still there on the bottom right, I can't turn that off. I realize that, so it's gonna have to stay there.
Were you not able to turn it off or something?
No, because it turns off my graphic improvements
Oh.
that I have. I made it the same hotkey on accident, and I'd rather have my graphic improvements than that off. So
Okay.
out front, continuing to lead is Nathan Inman. Drake Ozen back in second, Noah Rivera in third. Back and forth, DaCosta. They're starting to get closer and closer. Caldwell and Nelson and Bingham, they're there as well. Maybe to make it more like a 7-car battle for the lead.
Relatively quiet race after this few wrecks. I guess we're not really going to have a big one here. Because the pack just kind of separated and fell to pieces at this point. There's not really just one gigantic pack for the lead anymore. Please move your mouse.
So now Gozen out front, and here comes this pack. So we're going to have a bigger battle for the lead. A lot of the guys back into play, and looks like there's some...
Oh, there's a
the
lot
70.
of smoke. The 70's blown up. Could
Matthew
that be a
Stewart,
caution?
did he lay some oil on the track? We're going to have to check with the officials if they've spotted anything. We'll see if, look in the driver audio, we'll see if anybody's complaining about slipperiness. I definitely think there's a chance. That 70 blew up on the back straightaway. You saw that smoke. So we'll see what happens to him. He's definitely going to bring it in. A tough end of the day for Matthew Stewart. Ten for Chris.
Oh, look at this. Well, I felt. Wow, I really feel like Jeff Gordon after saying that.
Look at this.
27 cars holding up.
I say it.
Yeah, Jack does it all the time. Don't worry. Don't worry. Jack does it all the
I've
time.
been muted.
Oh, the 88 into the
cars
left
are-
rear. The 82. He held on to it. And look at this pack we have because of
they're
these
gonna
lap
get
cars.
so-
They are really being held up. Oh my gosh.
They're
This
all
could
holding
mean
everybody
very good
up.
Things for the cars behind them.
Yeah, these guys are going to try to start gaining on him. Now they got past Sartaj Man and Nick Hagee.
That 94 and the 47, I think, up there, they're not so lucky. They're still being held up. Oh,
Well,
here
I'm
comes
hearing
the 31.
a lot of complaints about oil right now.
The officials are saying keep it out there. Keep them out there. It's mostly on the apron.
Drake Ghostland on the inside. He's going to be going for the lead. It doesn't look like he's going to have nearly enough of a run.
Now we gotta wait for this pack to kind of.
They're going to try to form back together, yeah, because that 27 held a lot of guys up. And pit stops again.
Another pit stop.
Bingham's the first one down again.
That could really be an opportunity for some of the guys that were in that other pack that was a little far back. We could see them fly by in a moment. Well, now the camera changed, so it won't, but that pack of cars, they might have their chance to catch back up on pit stops.
Let's see if the 77 and the 41 up
Oh! Oh! Contact!
Jeez. How many
Contact!
close calls with these lap cars are we gonna have?
The 31 definitely doored the 41 enter in the corner there. He just moved him out of his way.
Look at his door.
41's gonna take that as his cue to get out of here.
There's Bingham merging back in. So far, I don't think anybody else has come to pit road. 49 is going to come down. And the 81 is going to come down. So, 2 more guys to pit road.
Bingham was the first car on pit road during that first cycle of green flag pit stops, and now it looks like he was the first car this time around. So we'll see what happens.
Battle
But he
for
was
the
pretty
lead.
separated from the pack.
I think with how spread out the pack is right now, that'll benefit those early pitters a lot. They're going to get
Yeah,
out there
definitely.
and they're going to be running laps around the field for just a few.
82 to pit road. 88 coming down.
Oh,
Volkanowski coming to pit road.
the 88 kind of went high there for a moment. I think he still went down though.
Well, what is the fuel run here?
So far, I think.
About-
When did we have the last set of pit stops? Hang on, I'll
I'm
look.
not sure.
I think it was like the late 20s as far as laps
Yeah.
go. About then.
It did kind of get messed up because there were those 2 early cautions.
Yeah.
So I'd say around like 15, 20 laps.
Yeah, the first set of pit stops started on lap 32. So yeah, it's about 15, 16, 17 laps, I would say.
Mhm.
I'd say maybe 17 to 20, because it was about 17 laps. It's about 17 laps from when Bingham came down the first time to when Bingham came down the second time. So I would say
Yeah,
that's about
They
the
actually
minimal.
came around the 30s.
Lap 32 was when Bingham came down the first time. I
Yeah.
just looked.
Okay.
Still, these guys are still on the track. The 47 and the 51, they have not come down pit road yet. Along with the 5, I believe.
One of the producers just handed me a card and said I was around 32, 35.
The leaders are coming down. So we'll see where these 3 guys who pitted earlier will merge back in with these guys that just came down now. Has to be a mistake-free pit stop for Nathan Inman. He's been so quick on the track, they just have to keep it going at pit road.
More cars now pit road. A second
That's
pass.
a handful of cars down there.
3 uprise cars down pit road. That's the 5, the 93, and the 53. Inman's going to beat
Oh,
Rivera
yeah.
out of pit road. And here come these leaders, I think. No, those are the lap cars. Where's the leaders? Here they are. Did these guys come down pit road yet? I think they did. The
I don't know.
94.
I
Did
don't
the
believe
94
the
pit yet?
94 did.
Yeah, he did. He pitted a
He
couple
did.
laps ago. So we'll see where he merges. This is going to be the lead. Battle for the lead right here. 51 and the 47 with these guys. So it looks like the early strategy by these guys isn't going to pay off this time. They're going to be a little bit off. But yeah, it's
Oh,
definitely going to work
contact.
out. Definitely going to work out for Nathan Inman. He's going to be back out front. Continuing his dominance here so far in this 500. As we hit halfway, just a couple laps ago. Lap 52 out of 100.
And you know, this is exactly the opposite of what was happening in the Clash and the duels, which was good. He was basically spending those races riding around in the back, not really doing anything. And now he's just been the dominant car all day so far today.
Well, you got an experience for the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Played it smart.
This pack should
Wasn't
come back
just the
together
draft,
here
too.
soon.
It ended up just being good timing and pit strategy as well.
Yeah.
Because now the draft isn't really going to be a factor unless you get into a pack here. And the field got spread out after those wrecks.
Doesn't look like we will be having those lap cars screwing the field up.
Well, here comes one right now.
10's
I
gonna
don't
move
believe-
down right here.
It's going to hold up the
Yeah.
Costa and around go to the outside. Goes the 31.
Our leader's coming up on one as well. And Zach came in the 2, but he'll get around him.
Here comes Caldwell with a
quickly.
huge run.
Big run.
Will he be able to use
Oh,
it?
that
He
is
will.
Not what the 51 wanted to see in his mirror.
Is he gonna get to the inside? He will.
For the lead. Caldwell. Trying to lead. And look on the rear end of that car. It definitely has some damage. You see the deck lid's pushed up a little bit. So I don't think that car's... I don't think it's driving perfectly. It has to be a little bit loose. With that spoiler up in the air a little bit more. 51's fighting
From the
back.
51 back to the outside.
And this is going to be perfect. He's going to use the 43 as a pick.
But now here come the rest of the pack.
Oh, the 43 is going to come up in front of the 51. Oh, he's going to...
Wins.
Oh, here comes the 88 and the 82.
Oh, here comes Drake.
51 has to be so mad right now.
Yeah, he tried to use him as a pick, but he ended up blocking the 51.
He blocked the wrong side, and Inman's going to go to the back of the pack. He's going to have to work his way right back through there.
And he's not even going low.
There he goes.
Now he goes low. But he just lost a ton of time and a ton of spots as well. Drake goes in another car who's been pretty dominant today.
3 wide around the lap car. Contact almost.
I think a lot of cars are kind of hoping for a caution as well. But
Yeah, a lot of these guys back here.
don't think we're gonna have one.
Might have looked like there was more smoke in turn 3. At least to me it looked like that. I don't know. Maybe I was just seeing things.
It
For
looked
the
like
lead.
some fresh skid marks. I don't think anyone's spun that.
Gosselin to the inside for the lead, and here comes that 51 back again. Look at the run he has on the inside lane. And he's going to have a huge run down the back
Use
straight.
it.
Oh yeah, he's got a push from Bingham coming to his back bumper, and he's going to have the run down the back straightaway. And that preferred inside lane.
Oh, that
Damn.
worked perfectly for the 51.
He got shuffled back, but just like that, Inman is back out front at Daytona. Now can he hold everybody off?
He's just been the class of the field here today. Every time someone gets in his way, gets to the lead, gets around him, he fights back. And he's just kind of pulling away here at this point. I don't know, because these guys have draft. Yeah, they're gaining on him.
I mean, look at this by himself, the gap he has. Like, I don't know if it's just the horsepower he's got under the hood of that Camaro, or it's just the aero. The way these guys, his team set up the car, it's just been so quick. But these guys are getting single filed out now. They're going to get a run on him. Can he hold him off, though? Goes into the inside for third. The 43 and the 97, those teammates, those guys are a lap down. Actually, multiple, I believe. And here he goes. Nelson to the inside. 51 couldn't block him. They're just going to let him go to the inside. And he'll probably work his way back through them again.
Oh boy.
Here comes another lap car.
They're going to catch the
Say oh
77.
This could be some major implications on this race.
Oh.
Oh, they get by him.
Perfect. That was actually a really nice move by the 77. Go all the way up to the wall. Let him go on the inside.
Some classy racing by that 77. Just let the leaders get by, let them duke it out amongst themselves. But now the 97.
He's a lap down. He's trying to get that one lap back. Maybe catch a caution or something. Right now, these
That'd
two
be
cars.
because-
These two guys are at the tail end of the lead lap. Jack Mitchell and Gabe Cazzola. They have no help. They're just all by themselves. And they're at risk of going a lap down here later in this race if it stays green.
Is there another pack, or is it just this main one?
You got this main pack, and you got just these guys, and then, yeah, everybody's basically separated. You don't have another big pack. This is probably the biggest pack we have.
There's that
We
one
could end
with
up seeing a
6,
lot of cars go a lap
and then
down.
there's one with 4, then they're all separated.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we get a debris caution, I don't think we're gonna see anything like that. Any major packs.
We've seen some crazy things happen. You never know.
I think if they stay in this pack even after pit stops, it's going to be really a matter of right place with right time for the finish.
The
Just
76
Yeah.
that
got
inside
it,
lane is probably going to benefit them a lot better.
Definitely.
97, he wants to try to maybe go back up. That would be in his best interest because not only would that
wide.
put him back on the lead lap,
Nelson's going to
Right.
force the 51-3 wide.
it's so huge to do that because it's such a hard task to get back on the lead lap at a track like this. Right now
Yeah.
he's kind of falling to the back here, but it's such a big track. If you go
Another
a lap
car.
down, you have to get really lucky to get back
Yeah.
into the front.
So Nick Bingham to the lead, but Caleb Nelson's back on the inside. The 09 did wreck Nate. I'm sorry to tell you that. 09 is DNF'd. You're welcome to stay, though. If you'd like to see how this race plays out, you're welcome to stay.
And again, it is only race 1.
Of a long season. The winner of this race, or the points leader in this race, isn't going to win the champion. I mean, it's not,
He might.
but
You never
it's
know.
not a lock. It's a long season. This race doesn't decide everything. It's a long season.
So you
Now,
know
it's
what,
still
Howell
pretty
in that
big to win this.
43 car is really keeping pace with this front pack.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I mean, with that front end damage he has, I mean, he's falling back, but he still has the draft. So I think if he didn't have that damage, he'd definitely be able to race for the win.
I wonder if he can get his lap back.
We're coming up on the 81.
I mean, he's really starting to lose the draft now. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what he can do. They're gonna catch the Nas machine of Gabe Cazzola He's going to try to
by
stay in the lead
seeing-
lap.
You know, by seeing that one car just hoping and praying for a
Abe
caution.
Pizzola's going to go one lap down, and the one is the next one to be lapped, and
I think
that one car is in
51 is
15.
going to get the short end of the stick on that outside lane.
Yeah, again, I think Inman, if he wins this race, he's gone through the most the most crap with these lap cars, and he's definitely had to work the hardest to get around them. Like you said, I think he's gotten the short end of the stick on every single lap car we've encountered. Up front, 2 lead lap cars, 88 and 82, first and second, and here they come on Jack Mitchell. Gozen about to put his teammate 1 lap down, and that'll put only
I don't think that
14
caution
cars
at
on this lead
1-1
lap.
is gonna happen.
Gozen will go to the outside. Use the 1 car as a pick, and here we come, pit stops.
There we have
Pit stops.
This time the 82 is going to pit with the 73. This is definitely earlier than I thought. Bingham,
So it
Bingham
looks
only
like
went
the
about
fuel run is
14, 15
about
laps.
15 laps, yeah.
The estimate's about 15 laps. They can probably stretch it to about 16 or 17, and they can also pit with about 13 or 14 laps. But 2 cars are going to come down this time, and that leaves Gozen out front.
Well, we see a yellow coming up pit road now that they're a little bunched up. Not very, though.
Yeah, you never know. We saw how hard that 5 was driving it in earlier in pit stops. All right, 88's coming to pit road, I think.
Yeah, it looks like he will be coming to the pit road.
And here he comes. Oh, somebody's blowing up.
He's blowing up!
Nathan Inman,
51!
the dominant car of the day, blows up in smoke.
Oh!
Definitely from downshift and trying to get to the pits.
Absolutely
That's gonna be
heartbreaking.
Heartbreak for the 51, and they might call a caution for this because that's oil through turns 3 and 4.
Nathan
Nothing but pit
Inman.
entry.
Yeah.
And pit entry, yeah, they're probably gonna call a caution for that. I don't know though.
A piston issue, it looks like. We're hearing from race control, the 51 out of this race, dominating, led so many laps.
Disappointing. Heartbroken.
Seems like it happens every time to that one dominant car in the race.
And it was a piston issue.
So that basically leaves the door open. Who can take that spot of the dominant car? Who can lead the charge and try to win this race? Or will it just be kind of a
I love
throw
that
up? Who
88
can
car
do it?
Drake goes to, and he's been pretty good today, just on rails, keeping pace with the front pack.
Yeah, I think he
Yeah,
definitely is that
today-
next best car. We'll see if he can get out in front of the 73 and the 82. I think he definitely will.
I don't think we're gonna get a caution, but there is oil in
And
the
we'll
pit
see if
entry.
they throw it. I don't know how much oil was laid down, but we'll see what race control wants to do about it. So far, they have said they're not going to throw it just yet. They don't know if it's too much to where it's going to be,
Yeah, well, it is on the pit road entry, so you have to keep in mind where it is as well.
yeah, we'll see. Right now, these are the 2 cars, or actually 3 cars, well, actually like 5 or 6 cars that haven't pitted yet. 47, the 94, the 93, the 5, the 53, the 49, and I believe some of these other guys that are coming off pit road. So, I mean, hey, these guys are definitely stretching it a lot longer than the rest of the field. So, could they maybe try to stretch it to the end if we do have a green flag run at the end? Maybe try to win this race on pit strategy.
For some of these guys, they're going to have to pit with just 5 laps to go.
Because if they pit here, maybe this lap, that'll be lap 67, 68. Another 15 laps. It's about 83 laps. And then, yeah, they'll have to stretch it a lot. Looks like they're coming down now. 93 and the 47 are going to come down. Actually, just the 47.
Just the 47.
Those Fords are staying out. They're stretching the fuel. Chris Lilly's going to stay out as well. He's still up there. So the Ford Mustangs are stretching the fuel here. And if you look at that, they're all aligned teammates. So maybe they're working this out. It's Connor Acosta and then his 3 Uprise Motorsports teammates that he's aligned with. Connor Hudson came down pit road in that Chevrolet. But out front, when this whole thing cycles out, I believe it will put Drake Gozen out front. The 97 hasn't come to pit road yet, and Jack Mitchell hasn't come to pit road yet, so they're still out there on the lead lap. But this is going to be the battle for the win right here. If
We're gonna
this
get some
whole
word
thing
from,
cycles out. Yeah,
we're
here
gonna get word
soon.
from Inman in a minute here on what went wrong.
expect a little frustration over
Definitely.
those lap cars. They
Definitely.
No,
just
for sure.
I mean, lap cars didn't cause it, but I mean,
adding fuel to the fire, I would say.
yeah,
As far as how angry he is, and I would expect a little bit of anger.
yeah, he
A really
definitely
good
had the
run
car to
today.
beat.
It's always next week.
He had the car to beat.
Without a doubt.
Well, this worked out for a couple of the cars that were caught a lap down. Because you see the
One in the
now they're
97 are coming down pit
now.
road.
But he got past the 88. He was being scored
Yeah.
behind the 88. So
Matthew Dutcher down pit road. See if the 93 has come down. Yeah, 93 is down. 94 is down. See if the 53 came down as well. And
I
he
said
did.
scored
So
behind.
yeah, all of those Ford Mustangs, they came to pit road together. So we'll see if they're going to try to work something out here. I believe those are the last cars to pit. So this is the battle for the lead. They're putting Gabe Cazzola another lap down, and they're going to catch these 2 lap cars.
Where will the lap cars go? To the bottom. Goes and stuck on the bottom.
Look at this pack right here because of these lap cars. We saw it last time with the 27 and the 90.
I think these guys are working together to hold off the rest of the
Yeah,
field.
they're just kind of teaming up just to block everybody.
They made a pact.
they formed a pact.
One's going to get lapped here, I believe. Yes.
Well, now here
97, he's trying to stay on a lead lap, but the only way he's not is if he just pages the field here, which he isn't going to do. He'll stay on the apron, let the field go by, and then he'll come up behind him. Right now, this is the battle for the lead, side by side.
This is
73 and the 88.
This is pretty typical of what we see here at Daytona. It just ends up being a handful of cars out front.
Oh, look at that. That is junked.
He's still out there, and that outside lane's chugging because that 27 has no speed.
That first wreck early on in the race really shaped the rest of the race much more than I thought any of us thought it would.
Yeah, we thought maybe we'd wait till maybe have like a small wreck in the beginning and then have that big wreck maybe in the second half of the race, but it's been a pit race ever since we crossed the halfway point, and we're going to go
Right
3
here.
wide.
I'll wait for this 3 wide battle to go away for a minute.
Oh, 88 drove it in, almost got turned by that lap car.
He's going to catch another one here with the 81.
Now Gosselin to the lead. 82 in second.
So here's an official statement from Nathan Inman. We had a great car all day. Omega guys brought us something special, and it's a shame it didn't last to the finish. Was explaining to the crew 5 laps before that. We had smoke beginning in the cockpit, but we tried to last it out. In the end, it was a piston, and it just all blew up in smoke. These lap cars screwed us over all day, but this beast was able to make it back to the front. If it wasn't for the lap cars, we would have had much more clean air and possibly could have kept the engine cooled. Officials need to begin doing something about them. It's every time we come to a track like this, and they keep getting away with it. Again, it's a shame, but we'll learn from this great run and continue on next race and try to dominate again.
There's your statement from probably the fastest car in this whole race. Nathan Inman led so many laps. Probably, even though he didn't finish this race, he's probably still going to be the most laps led.
Probably
Unless
only around
Gosselin.
like 12, 13 cars left on the lead lap.
Yeah.
That's just typical of Daytona.
Once these pit stops start coming in, when you don't have help, you just go straight to the back. And in the end, it's going to put Nathan Inman in 26th position, so not too terrible. But, I mean, it's still definitely not where he should have finished in this race. If he didn't win, he should have finished at least top 3, top 5, maybe even second. And then
Gosselin went high.
That's going to be perfect for him. He's going to go right around the outside. Smart move. And this is why Gosselin's so good at these restrictor plate tracks. He's smart. He always figures out a way to get past different obstacles and through the draft, and that's why he always ends up out front. And that is exactly why he's out front right now and definitely dominating this race.
Beautiful move. I actually did not see the lap car coming up in front of him. I thought was he going high, but then I saw a lap car and it made perfect sense. It's a great racing by that 88 car. He's brought a fast car to speed weeks. He was really strong in his dual race and in the Clash. And now he's looking to bring home a Daytona 500.
We'll see
Still
if he
got a
can.
handful of laps to go. He's He's
I
gonna be
wanna
coming
say
up on
that
more
88's
lap
gonna be a. Yeah, here he comes to the inside.
Oh,
of
just
first
cut him
place.
off. You got those 2-lap cars, and then you have the second place car, Cameron Caldwell, there now. And these other guys have just fallen off. A 73 and the 82. It might even just be a 2-car race for the win here. But the 88 is going to get checked up.
It's gonna be 25 laps to go this time by.
And that's going to put Cameron Caldwell into the lead, so I believe this is one of the first times he's been out front today. We'll see if he can hold it. Be a heck of a win for him.
I believe every Omega Motorsports car is out of this race.
If you look at the roster, you probably can see who is in that team.
I mean, like you have the list of the teams, right?
Yeah, but I can't pull it up.
I'll do it.
Now, I do just want to give a quick shout out to everybody who's painted these cars and used bases and everything, because man, this is just a beautiful field of race cars. The
Did you say
31, the
bases?
88, the 81.
They,
I mean, they are
uh,
all so great.
Well,
You'd
you
be
know what he
surprised.
means. You know what he means. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, Chris made most of these, so thank Chris for that. He makes some beautiful race
Oh,
cars.
thank you, Chris.
10 car. You're welcome.
Oh, they're gonna. The 88 was gonna split him, but it didn't work. And that's gonna give the 31 a big gap now.
How the 88's gonna maybe get screwed over by these lap cars, and we know how much he hates that. He's very outspoken about how much
He hates these lap cars.
those lap cars get in their way. Omega Motorsports is Ryan Bogey, Jay Cortex, Braden Sisko, and Nathan Inman.
But I think Braden Sisko is the last car left, and he is. He's in 12th. He's still in the lead lap, so he's still in contention for this if we have a caution. He's the only one carrying this team right now. The rest of them are out from either engine issues or that big wreck earlier in the race. There's 37, Michael Logan. The 2 is Zach Kame. Appreciate everybody that's still in the stream right now. Appreciate you guys for watching.
I'll mute. Hold on.
That 82 car doesn't have a lot of help, but it's still holding strong. We'll see
Yeah,
if
he's
these lap
trying to get back to
push
him.
some of these front 2 cars back a little bit.
Yeah, these front 2, they're pulling away. I think the 82 is going to get held up by the 2 here. If he catches him in the corner. And the 88 is going to come to pit road.
88,
Here
yep.
comes the start of the pit stops. And I think these guys are pitting earlier and earlier because the 82 pitted with the 73 now, and now the 88 is going to pit early. So
I
see how that
don't
works
know
out.
If this is going to carry them all the way to the checkered flag.
I don't think
they
it
might have
will.
to pit one more
You
time.
just, yeah.
they're going to
need
really
a
have to try
caution
to
or
stretch
something.
it. We'll see if they can stretch it. Caution's
We'll see what
unlikely,
cars
but
come in later and see if they have a better chance.
yeah, if they
I'm not
pit with
sure.
maybe about 4 or 5 laps, they can definitely stretch it if they save enough fuel. 4-tire stop for all these guys.
Another thing it's going to come down to is finding help on the racetrack. If you can get behind somebody and stretch
Yeah,
that
see,
fuel
this is
out,
perfect
it's way
right
more
here.
beneficial.
Yeah, just like this, Connor. Like, these guys are going to come out right by each other, so it should definitely help them in the draft. Out front.
Wasn't a little quick
That was at
there.
31.
I don't think he'll get busted for it.
You see, this is probably one of the only, like, one of the couple times this season you're going to see speeds over 200, let alone even this high. Like, this new package at most of these tracks, these cars are going to go a lot slower.
Yeah.
A lot closer racing, so it's been the first season we're going to have this package, and it's definitely going to be interesting to see how it plays out for these guys. None of these guys have experience with it, so we'll definitely see how it plays out, and definitely should be exciting. I believe next week we go to Atlanta. I'm not 100% sure.
I will double check.
That's
31 to pit road.
To see this package.
I mean, this package definitely changed this race. It's definitely changed a lot of the drafting aspects. And yes, we do go to Atlanta.
Alright then.
So Atlanta definitely going to be our first look at this new package. See how it really plays out for these guys. Ethan Lara, he's been quiet all day long. Really has been not really showing himself up front, but he's contending in the lead lap. He still has a
He was
chance.
up front at the beginning, which just couldn't hold on to it.
Right now, Connor Acosta is your leader. Brian Lilly in second. Noah Rivera in third. These are the guys that still haven't pitted yet, along with the 5.
I believe the 1's coming to pit road. Who's that? The 8 coming off pit road now. 53. Pretty quiet day for Chris Lilly.
Yeah, he was up front early and then he really never actually got damaged. He just got pulled back and never caught up to the draft. I believe he got pulled back by those lap cars.
Yeah, he's basically just suffered the same fate as a lot of these other. Just.
Sun's going down. Lights are on here at Daytona. First time tonight we're going to have the lights on, and it's getting late in this race. Lap 82.
How many cars are lapped down right now? Or is it just pit stops?
15 cars are on the lead lap, but it's definitely going to change once these things all cycle through.
There's the 47 on pit road.
Looks like there's a lot of cars trying to stretch it a little bit. Maybe hold off their pit stops for a lap or two more.
This is definitely going to work out,
checkered flag on just
I think.
Yeah.
The 5 here, the 94 and the 93, they're all in the draft, so we'll see if it can work out for them, saving some fuel.
Not sure who is being scored the leader.
94 is right now.
94 is, but
We'll see what
it's
happens when it
obviously
cycles out.
Well, he's gonna hit a lap car here, but it'll probably get by him quick.
No, Brian Lilly says.
Brian, oh, they're going to go 3 wide.
Oh no!
Lilly to the lead. DeCosta, oh, contact.
Oh, that was close.
He almost turned him there.
So close.
Oh, look at the 77. He's getting run up the track a little bit back
Oh, he
there.
got pushed way up. He's going to go to pit road. He said, I've had enough of this. I'm not doing this anymore. And Connor Hudson,
is
why is
not
he so
doing this.
slow?
Connor Hudson's off the pace.
He's struggling to keep up. What happened? He's just.
Did he have a slow pit stop or something?
This is a couple laps ago. This is definitely a couple laps ago. And he's definitely down a cylinder. It's going to hold up to 73. We'll have to get word here. I'm not sure exactly what the issue is. I definitely think a possibility is he lost a cylinder or something, or maybe the engine's overheating. I'm not sure what the issue is. We'll get word on that here soon. He definitely needs a caution because he does not want to go more laps down, or even a lap down, once all that cycles through. Alright, let's see if he'll come to pit road here. Maybe try to. Yeah, here he comes. Gonna dissect the problem. We'll see what happens when he gets down pit road. Didn't blow up because there's no smoke. I think he definitely downed a cylinder or something's going wrong with that car.
Maybe a tire. Maybe a
Yeah,
loose
because
wheel.
he just wanted to lip it around. And here comes
All
these
guys
all
coming
these
back down
Fords
pit road.
coming down pit road. They stretched it to about 15 to go, so they can do it. We'll have to see. But then again, a caution could change everything. It'll throw pit strategy out the window, and it'll put this race into a. It'll shake it up, definitely. But here comes the rest of these guys to pit road.
Ghostland does not seem to have a lot of help. That is going
Yeah,
to be
31's gonna get to him
detrimental
here.
to his fuel conservation.
Yeah.
See if the 31 can link up with him. They're just a little bit too far apart right now.
And these guys are coming back to pit road. Oh, they almost hit each other coming off pit road. They're still side by side. Now we gotten word that 49 of Connor Hudson, he's coming off pit road. They had an oil leak in the engine, so they said there is some oil on the racetrack. They covered up that leak. They sealed it. They're back out on the track, but definitely concerning for these guys that are trying to stretch it on strategy. They don't want to see a caution. They want to try to win this race because they're the only ones that can make it. And race control is definitely saying they see oil.
This is way more significant than the other oils.
Caution is out on the track. Caution is out.
Oh my gosh.
This changes everything. What happened? What happened? I'm not exact. I don't know if it was from the oil or something happened on the racetrack.
Something had to have happened.
We'll see how everybody cycles out because some guys were still coming down pit road. Oh, wow.
Guys were coming down pit road. Some guys were coming off pit road.
Let's see how this cycles out, and then we'll try to figure out what happened. Oh, watch out. Oh, 43.
Oh.
He was hauling there. He almost wrecked the 88.
He's
Oh, the
so
one! Oh, my
hauling.
God! Oh, he just took out the 94. He took out the 5 and the 94. Oh, my God. And the 5's...
Oh, wow.
God. Jesus. And the 1 is dead. The 1
I'm
is
not
dead.
exactly sure what was.
And the 94 is killed. The 4 has door damage. I'm not exactly sure what the whole... What that...
I
Oh, the
think
5's coming back.
on the
Oh, he just hit his teammate. He just hit his teammate. What is going on? Here at Daytona,
Anarchy.
what is going
Oh,
on?
what a mess. I think what happened there with the 1 and those other cars hitting each other was that they were a lap down, and they
He
were
was
trying
trying
to
to-
still. They were still in the middle of a race back to the line, and those cars just happened to be in the way because hocus pocus, this game is
He
broken.
just mowed him down
And
like a
then-
lawnmower.
Yeah, that's pretty
Chris,
much what
even
happened.
happened?
Chris, did you just see what? Okay, hang on. I'll just show you what happened. Just
multiple
don't say
cars
anything. Don't
got
say
into it
anything.
with
Just
each
shut
other.
up. Just don't say anything. I want you to I just want you to look at this, okay? Caution came out, right? Right? Without, okay, caution just randomly came out, okay? And
This wasn't the first one. The 43 almost did it.
so here comes the 1. He's coming back. He's merging off pit road. Caution's out. These guys are slow on the track behind the pace car. Here comes the 1. Hallelujah! Rapes the 94 and the 5. Under caution.
I would
don't-
imagine some sort of penalty there.
The 5 gets back on the track, tries to get back in line.
Oh yeah, but watch what the 5 does here.
5
The
tries to
5
get back in line
It's just like, I'm gonna yeet my way into the 93 here.
and just kills his teammate. I don't know. I don't know what happened. So I want to see what happened to that brought the caution out in the first place. I really want to know. Let's see when the lights came on the pace car. Because I'm really confused. Okay. Right here.
Right there is when he came off.
Is there anybody spun out or anything? Like what? I'm really don't know. I don't know what brought the caution out. I really have no clue.
You know,
You cut out
up
that
until
first.
that point, I think the 49 car was the 3rd different car to seemingly put oil on the racetrack while we were
Yeah.
on the green, so that might have just been the strong back.
Yeah. I think you're right.
Well, that's gonna
Here comes the
definitely
rest of the
shake up the field.
Let's sim through
Um,
this. Let's see how this shakes out. I really don't know how this is going to shake
That's
out.
gonna-
I really don't know. The 1 has
That
gone to the
was-
garage.
That was a weird incident, honestly. Those cars
All
were
right.
just,
So here you go, guys.
again, they were a lap down,
Here-
and they were still racing back to the line.
Here are your
Those
cars on the lead lap. Connor DaCosta and Brian Lilly have not pitted under caution. They're staying out. They're hoping that their fuel will stretch, and I believe it will.
That's
Here's the
risky.
77 and the 10 and the 37 and the 49, and then all the way back to 3rd right here. 4th is Chris Lilly. 5th is Braden Sisko. 6th is Jackson Steiner. 7th, and this really sucks for Drake Oslin. He just got shuffled back there. 7th, 8th Cameron Caldwell, 9th Caleb Nelson, and 10th Jelani Howell.
But we do have lap cars.
Yeah,
in the way.
5 or 4 lap cars in the way here. So if these guys hold
Yeah,
up
you
this
see that
backpack,
77,
yeah.
the 77, the 10, the 49, they could easily serve as roadblocks for the
And
Yeah.
the
We'll
93
see here.
has damage, too.
Yeah, we'll see. And the 94 is killed as well. Don't forget about his rear damage. So can these guys...
The first car with real no damage is the 8.
The 8 and the 53 right here. So if these top 2 can keep up to speed, I think they're going to be okay by themselves. But we're going to have to see here. It all comes down to this final
I
restart.
think-
I think, though, the only explanation for what went down Hocus Pocus, this game is broken.
Yeah, pretty much. Here we go.
Penalty breaks.
Back to the green flag. Final restart, I think. Green flag.
Lap car just out of
We
the
think-
way.
Oh, look at the 37 to the outside. He's a lap car still. The 8's going to go to the top along with... the 53 is going to go to the bottom
93 wants to go to the bottom as well. The 94
for the lead.
contact just killed him. I don't see him having it right now.
No, that 93's had the same damage as that 73
Look at the
had already.
37. The 37's a lap car, and he's going up here just passing these guys. The 94, I think, is definitely slow. He's off the pace. But these guys are just bumper to bumper, stuck behind the 49 and the 77. I think Chris Lilly he's just getting mad now. He wants him to move. He's got to find a way around him somehow.
The thing is, if he does find a
Just
way
look at
around him, the lap car, he has a real chance to repeat right now.
Yeah, because the 93, his brother, is in the lead. Connor DaCosta is in second, and then you have this giant pack behind him. Here he comes,
There
Lilly to
he
the inside.
goes.
Remember, this could be crazy. Jackson Steiner was pretty much a lap down all race. He was just off strategy by himself.
Around the 10 too.
Could he do it? And
They're
the
getting around
93.
the 94 pretty easy here, I think. Even if he does go low to block. Oh, he will.
Oh, the 94. That damage is definitely slowing him down. 53 has. Here comes the 53. Lily to the inside. No,
Yep, there he
nobody's
goes to
helping
the-
him though.
But he's got that 81 behind him.
And the 94 is off the pace. DaCosta falling
The
quickly.
81, no longer a lap car.
81.
The Lilly brothers now have the stop.
But that 53 is gonna have. We got a caution in the back. Caution is out. I heard spinning. I heard wrecking. I heard it. Caution's out. This is the race back to the line. We're gonna have one more restart, guys.
And
Brian
81
Lilly.
wants to take the lead away.
Brian Lilly's
Or at
gonna
least
be your
take second
leader.
away.
Caution is
He will
out.
take second.
Caleb Nelson into the wall.
The 82.
Oh man.
82 was so quick. He was up front all race. It all falls apart there at the end. Let's see what
Another
happened.
incident of just a quick car.
Let's
See what happened. Oh, was it the 84 again? Or what happened? Or did it happen like... What happened?
Well,
Where
he
did
had front
Oh,
damage.
here it was. Oh, the 17 came down in the
Oh,
88. All these cars that have been just so quick. Oh, that's a hard hit.
Oh.
More hits.
Man.
Oh.
He has
Not a
got to
really
be...
good cars.
He has got to be just completely irate in that car right now.
Well, the 70s.
Look at this. All the dominating cars today have been taken out. The 88, the 51, and the 82. So it's just
Yeah,
kind
I
of...
would imagine the frustration is biggest with the 88 because, again, we mentioned he was one of the quickest cars all day, and he's very outspoken about how much he hates these lap cars.
I mean, the 17 wasn't a lap car, but the 17 was trying to avoid the lap car and just came down and cut off the 88.
So in a way, I think lap cars still kind of caused this, and then that he's just got to be pretty upset about that.
Man.
Hard hit for
What kinda
Brady
crazy
Cisco,
race
head
is
on into
this?
the wall.
77 involved.
This is gonna be
And then
insane,
you'll see
guys.
The 88 or the 81 barely took second away from the 53. None of them
Well, they
by any
hit,
means
though.
still out of it.
No,
And the
nobody's
17
gonna- Yeah, the 17 in the garage, the
The
88's in the
Alliance.
We're gonna have
garage.
11 cars with a shot to win the 500 with like 5 to go.
Yeah, we're gonna have 5 laps to go as we're gonna come through 3 and 4. Here's your standings as they are right now. So you got the 93, the 81, 53,
got
the
the
73,
53,
the
yeah.
5. Matthew Dutcher still in this. Jelani Howell still has a chance. Remember,
I really
you were
think
talking about
I-
how he was actually quick earlier and he was just a lap
Delaney,
down.
Howell, and Rivera, those are the only cars on the track without any with a shot to win that have the pace.
Yeah, so here we go.
I don't know.
Final restart.
The 53's been kind of quick. I still think he
93
might have a chance.
leads him
And
back to the
81 goes
line.
high.
Green flag back in the air here at Daytona. Who is going to
You
take
have-
the Daytona
You have
500?
to remember the 93 is still kind of a slow car.
Yeah. A great
Not that
restart.
slow, though.
Great restart for the 53. The 93 is going to come down in front of him. And here comes Jelani Howell. The teammates working together. Could Jelani Howell win this race? He's got the
Yeah, he's
push from his
getting darker.
teammate. He's got the
Oh, here it
push.
comes.
2 teammates on the top and 2 teammates on the bottom. Jelani Howell with the push. First, second, but can he get to the lead?
93 goes to block. But I don't know how much longer he's going to make that last. I think that 43 wants to make him go high.
Howell goes high, the 47 to the inside. He's got the lap car pushing him on the inside. Teammates side by side for second. Chris Lilly's giving that 43 a good push up top, but he's going to go down.
There he goes.
A great move by Chris Lilly to go to the bottom and for the lead. Rivera's going to take it, but Chris Lilly is right there.
I still got that 53. He's wheeling it right now.
He's
Look
got
at
no
the
help.
push.
He's pushing him down the back straightaway. The 47's gapping him. Can anybody else get to these top 2?
The only driver that has ever won 2 Daytona 500.
Oh, that was close.
Oh, the 5.
These 2 cars, they're slower and they're holding up this field. I think Nick Bingham back here, all these guys, they want to get there. They want to try to battle with these top 2,
Coming
but
to
they're
3 to
gone.
go.
These guys are gone. 3 laps to go. Can Chris Lilly make a move to get around the 47, or is he just going to have to sit
A
here?
caution would end it.
Caution would end it here. Michael Logan is a lap down. Bingham needs to get past him and maybe get a
Oh, I
push
think
from the other
53 was
Toyota.
looking-
53 is there, but it's hard to make a pass without anybody behind you.
He's gotta get a run in on a tri-oval.
He himself needs to come up with some kind of draft.
But just these,
Ah, here they come, guys.
I don't know if they're going to be able to make it to these top 2 in time.
Slow.
Off of turn 4 to get 2 laps to go. Chris Lilly trying to win his second Daytona 500 in a row. Rivera trying to win his, I believe, his second career race. He started on the outside pole.
Dropping back.
He maybe try to let these guys get to him. Will Michael Logan be able to get to these top 2 and maybe give Chris Lilly a push? Can Bingham get by him? Bingham's going to go to the inside. He's going to have his fellow Toyota to the inside. These Toyotas are going to hook up. But will a lap be enough time? No, the 37 is going to get back down.
Oh, man.
Noel Rivera's be able to... pit stops. I think the 47 is going to come down.
Kidding?
I think the 47 is going to come down. It's going to give the lead to Chris Lilly.
Oh,
He couldn't make it. White flag. Final lap. Noel Rivera.
That's all it took.
Here comes Bingham. He's going to get second. Bingham's going to get second. Now can he get a push from Jelani Howell? Here he comes. Here he comes. Off of turn 2, down the back straightaway. He goes high. Howell to the inside. Lilly's just got a block for 2 more corners. And he's a 2-time 500 champion. Lilly is pushing the 43 into the corner. Can Howell make a last charge entering the tri-oval? Off of turn 4. Chris Lilly's going to do it. He's going to win 2 Daytona 500s in a row. He's your 500 champion. Jelani Howell, second. Brian Lilly, third. 2 Lillys on the podium. Jared Brokanowski, 5th. And Jackson Steiner comes home to finish 5th. And how about that for Chris Lilly? Came out of nowhere there at the end. He just fell off the draft about midway through this race, and he just hung around there until these cautions came out, and it played into his favor. He had the fastest car at the end and held off Jelani Howell. And how about Jelani Howell? He was a lap down there for a while, had that damage, and he pushed that car to finish second.
We haven't talked about all day, the 43, the 8, the 97.
Yeah, all these guys just came out of nowhere at the end when those dominating cars just fell off and just wrecked and got into trouble. These guys are the ones that came through and got the good finishes in the end. Matthew Dutcher came home with the top 10.
Crazy race. Heartbreak for Noel Rivera.
Heartbreak for multiple cars. The 88, the 51, the 82.
A lot of these
47.
guys.
The 51 as well.
What a 500.
So many cars.
A long green flag run. Almost 3/4 of this race came to an end for oil. That opened up the window for anybody.
So that'll be it from Daytona. Chris Lilly is your winner. And, I mean, from the beginning, I didn't really think he really had the car to win it because, like I said, he was off the draft there for a while. He fell back.
I still
He
don't
was
think
silently
he really
there.
had the car to win it at the end either, but car
Oh
that
no,
was
I
ahead
don't
of
think
him.
he
Yeah.
did that. 47 would have won that race, I think.
Yeah, but he just couldn't make it on fuel.
He was in the right place in the right time.
Like you said, you did call it. It's gonna come down to a car being in the right place at the right time, and that's exactly what happened.
Definitely didn't have the fastest car. It's just right place, right time. So, that'll be it from Daytona. And we're on to Atlanta next weekend. And that'll definitely be interesting to see our new package, see how that plays out. And thank you, everyone, for joining.
Definitely a hectic race.
Yeah, it was definitely. Saw a lot of wrecks in the beginning, and then you saw one at the end that set up that last restart, and Chris Lilly made it happen.
Multiple at the end.
Yeah, he made it happen at the end. 49, his oil that was leaked onto the track, that definitely set up that restart, and that bunched the field back up, and then we had that other restart that put the 53 even farther up, and then just made it happen at the end. That's basically all you can do. I mean, Connor, you said it in the beginning of the race. It would come down to right place at the right time, and it did. So,
I mean, I can't help but feel bad for those cars that got taken out. I think it was the 51, the 88, all those
yeah.
guys.
that were just so
Yeah.
fast.
They were really close, and that's why I'm excited to move on to Atlanta. We'll see if they can get redemption for this race.
Yeah, this will definitely show. I mean, Daytona and Talladega, those tracks, they don't really show who's the fastest car. It's just kind of luck and different stuff plays into it. But we're going to definitely see at Atlanta, see which cars are quick here this season, and see what teams have brought their stuff to win some races.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see.
Mm-hmm.
We got us a good season coming up here, guys.
And it'll definitely be fun. And I thank you guys for joining. And I'll see you guys in Atlanta. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.